starts now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. It's been a busy evening in the weather department as some severe thunderstorms move through the North Woods and parts of north central Wisconsin. Let's start by showing you some of the pictures our viewers sent in this evening, starting with the ominous calm before the storms. Thank you to Ashley for sending in this picture from near the Eagle River Airport. We also had many people send us in hail pictures and video, including, you see here, some golf ball sized hail in Butternut, and then on your right, a picture from Miranda's in-laws house near Conover, a whole yard full of hail. Meanwhile, a little further south, check out the size of this tree that was just uprooted in Tomahawk. We also heard lots of scanner calls about downed power lines. We lost power here at the station for a little bit. For more on tonight's weather, let's welcome in News Watch 12 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller. Jeff, sounds like the rain is picked back up.
The severe weather threat is over for tonight, but the heavy rain potential is still there. Here's the radar. It's back building a bit once again with heavy pockets of rain back in Oneida County over to parts of Vilas County as well. Places that got hammered earlier are getting rainfall again right now. Non-severe, though. That's all shifted to the south of us this evening with heavy rain working into parts of central Wisconsin now. But look at all the storm reports we have from today, from high winds to large hail to really torrential downpours. In fact, some rain estimates just to the west of Rhinelander of over 3.5 inches, and that's pushing to the south of our area right now. This is round one. The problem is the fuel is still in place. Here's the dew points up in the 60s to low 70s. That's fuel for thunderstorms, and it's going to stick around through tomorrow. When a front comes through from the west tomorrow, that could give us another chance for some severe weather tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Temperatures stay low. Look at this, 88 or so in Rhinelander, 88 for Antigo, 91 in Merrill, 94 Wapaka. A hot day today, steamy again tomorrow with high temperatures back in the low 90s for a few of us. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is cloudy skies, a couple of showers and storms left over, non-severe, with low temperatures down near 66. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. 3 people have now been arrested, tied to what the Forest and El Canto County Sheriff's Department say was a series of armed home invasions. They say in both cases, 3 armed men entered a home and pointed a firearm at a child, then stole money, jewelry, and prescription drugs. 20-year-old Kevin Reed was taken to custody yesterday. He's being held in the El Canto County Jail. Today, 16-year-old Kylan Reed and 17-year-old Galen Daniels were also arrested. They're both being held at the Forest County Jail. Sheriff's officials say they plan to charge both as adults in this case. The state DNR is helping investigate a manure spill that killed some fish near a dairy farm in Lincoln County. DNR officials say they were notified last night of an unknown amount of liquid manure running off a field into Devil Creek, southwest of Merrill. It resulted in, again, a number of fish being killed. They say the source of that spill was an open valve on a manure pit at a medium-sized dairy operation. They still don't know quite how much manure was spilled or how many fish were affected. The number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin continues to fall. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 150 new cases. We're averaging 129 per day over the last week. That's the fewest since March of last year. Meanwhile, DHS reports 3 new deaths today. We're averaging 2 per day over the last week. And in our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, DHS reports a slight drop, if anything, in hospitalizations over the last 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the rate of vaccinations in Wisconsin has dropped off pretty dramatically from its peak in early April, but DHS reports we are still up to almost 49% of all people in Wisconsin now with at least 1 dose of COVID-19 vaccine. DHS reports about 43.6% of people have completed their vaccination. UW health officials say they are partnering with past political leaders in Wisconsin to help promote awareness for the COVID-19 vaccine. Former Democratic Governor Jim Doyle on your left, and here he is, and Republican Governor Scott Walker teamed up with UW Health to create a public service announcement video bringing awareness on how politics, they say, should stay out of the COVID battle, saying they all agree the vaccine is essential.
It doesn't really matter whether you're really conservative or you're really liberal. We all want the same thing. We do better as a country, better as a state when we're united, not divided, and getting vaccinated gets us back to normal quicker than anything else we could do.
Dr. Jeff Pothoff, he says he was surprised how much politics has influenced the handling of the pandemic, from mask mandates to public health care orders to capacity limits, adding right now it is important for folks to get vaccinated. Lately, Wisconsin's budget battle has been dominating political headlines, but there is a slew of new legislation being looked at this week, including bills which could affect how Wisconsin conducts elections. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel gives us a look at what's in some of those bills.
5 bills in the state Senate, 204, 205, 6, 9, and 11, all address different aspects of absentee voting. 2 passed. 204 establishes new requirements for getting absentee ballots and requires the Wisconsin Election Commission to keep additional records. 205 adds additional requirements for absentee voting from long-term care facilities, like making it a Class 1 felony for any employee to encourage residents to vote absentee or request a ballot. The Wisconsin Election Commission found only 27 out of the 3.3 million ballots cast in Wisconsin to be invalid. That's less than 1% of the votes in 2020. The bills passed along partisan lines. The Senate also took up Bill 119, which would take state funding away from any county or city that reduced spending on police, giving it to other counties and cities that kept their spending up. Republicans also backed the measure, passing it along party lines. Both the Assembly and the Senate addressed unemployment insurance in Wisconsin, Bill 336 and 354, respectively. They again voted along party lines, cutting the additional federal dollars for people on unemployment. Finally, the Assembly looked at Bill 293, regarding the enforcement of federal ammunition and firearm laws. More specifically, though, ways to avoid enforcing them. Stamping Made in Wisconsin and claiming federal laws won't apply so long as the weapon doesn't leave the state, Republicans voted to make following federal laws a crime and preventing any agency from investigating or confiscating firearms legal in Wisconsin, but not legal under federal law.
That's Cooper Henkel reporting. Governor Evers is expected to veto all of those bills. We'll keep you posted on them and other bills being discussed this week as they move through the state legislature as well. Wisconsin is known for its dairy farms, but some local farmers specialize in other things. We'll show you how local strawberry farmers are gearing up for this summer in just a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve Medford and folks all across the North Woods of Wisconsin.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for Spinal Aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
The 2021 Bear Cupboard Run is June 26th. Half marathon, 5K run walk, and Kids Cubby Run. Please register online. Visit bearcupboardrun.org for more information.
Rust is most active in the spring. Fight back and protect your vehicle's investment by calling Rust Solutions Underbody Rust Proofing Service today.
Huge online auction, Monaco, Wisconsin. 150 firearms, ammo, gun supplies, lawn tractor, milling machines, lathes, snap-on tools, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Still a very active radar out there right now. The leading edge pushing into parts of Portage County, Adams County as well. But there are pockets of heavy rain in here, but it's all non-severe. A couple loud ones in there, but non-severe through tonight, the rest of tonight, before a chance for more severe weather tomorrow evening. Look around here. You can see they're back building now across Vilas County. These are really good rain producers here in Vilas County, Oneida County. See the darker reds in there. Pushing southeast about 25 miles per hour. Everything moving incredibly slow in the atmosphere today, thus the really heavy rainfall amounts into the day. All right, further south you can see portions of Marathon County, also Portage County, Waupaca County, all about to get some very heavy rainfall as well. This is the leading edge that came through areas up to the north earlier with all that severe weather, and there was a lot of severe weather. Over 40 reports so far, with many more likely to come in, of trees down, branches down, large hail, golf ball sized hail, flooding reports, over 3.5 inches of rain in parts of western Oneida County, triple I, wind damage there. So it's been quite a day of severe weather across north central Wisconsin, pushing into central Wisconsin now as non-severe storms. And overall, a very active day across our state. And here's the rainfall. This is the radar estimated rainfall. So it kind of looks at the atmosphere and says, hey, this is what fell out of it today. And there was lots of discrepancies with this, but you get the general idea of who got the rain today and who didn't, with a few spots in here, western parts of Oneida County, over 3.5 inches of rain, leading to localized flooding. And it came quickly, too, dropping 1 to 2 inches of rainfall per hour in the heaviest storms this afternoon. Okay, so here's Futurecast for tonight. This is a problem because it dissipates what's coming through now and then gives us some clear skies, or at least some foggy tomorrow morning, followed by partly cloudy skies through the afternoon. It's going to be steamy tomorrow, like really steamy. And then a front's going to approach from the west tomorrow afternoon and evening. That front's going to lift the air once again, and even it could be a stronger trigger than what we had across the area today. So right now, this low is kind of stuck to our north, a stall front there as well. Not a very active trigger, right? But this front's going to come through tomorrow. That's the one's going to change our lives because it'll push through tomorrow evening with some much less humid air behind it, but it'll likely kick off some severe weather as it does tomorrow afternoon, and they could be just as strong as today. And there's just lots of fuel in the atmosphere. Look at these temperatures. You know, this is not normal at all, as you know. 88 in Rhinelander, 88 for Antigo, 92 for Shawnee, 92 also for Green Bay. Mid-90s in Waupaca and Marshfield today. So, yeah, this is just fuel for storms, and it's incredibly humid. Dew points out there now, we're in the 60s to low 70s. That's fuel for thunderstorms, and we still have temperatures in the 70s, almost 80 in Eau Claire, where it hasn't rained yet. Meanwhile, the rest of us are some rain-cooled air across the area now, but still incredibly humid in there. All right, so going forward, 86 tomorrow, 82 for Saturday and Sunday, 85, so then down a bit, but overall high temperatures near 80 the next 5 to 10 days around here. Out there tonight, though, more showers, more storms, likely non-severe, but a couple could be loud. Your dog is probably under your bed with low temperatures down near 66 for tomorrow. All right, it's Friday, more showers, more storms, especially through the afternoon. Morning looks okay, and then afternoon could go downhill very quickly with highs near 86. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Vinyls Furniture and Mattress shows once we get through tomorrow, look what happens. We dry out and cool off just a bit with temperatures back in the low 80s. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. We've certainly seen some interesting weather lately, whether it's the hard frost just a couple weeks ago to now our recent heat wave. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson talked to folks at a Merrill strawberry farm to see how all this weather has impacted them.
It was cold, like everybody knew it was in the 40s during the day, and it froze at 9:30 at night.
Mike Matushak has never dealt with more freezing nights before this year.
When it freezes, then we get up in the middle of the night or whenever it happens, and we throw water on them, and it builds ice on the plants, but it doesn't hurt them. The heat from the water draws through the plant into the flower to protect the flower from the damage.
The last overnight frost was a week ago. After that, it's been a completely different story at Angleberry Farm in Merrill.
Yeah, I think it's getting to the point where we're catching up. It was a little behind, which everybody knows the weather was kind of cool, but with this stretch of weather we've had, the berries are forming well, and the crop is kind of come out, and it seems like it's going to be a good crop this year.
This season started slow because of the colder temperatures, but after a recent heat wave, Matuszek expects this year's picking season to be sooner than others. But adapting to weather patterns is nothing new for him. Matuszek isn't new to strawberry farming either.
You lose track of time, but I think it's been about 30 years.
That doesn't mean Matuszek didn't have his fair share of struggles. Strawberry farming depends on a lot of different factors.
The crops are unpredictable. You know, you're at the mercy of a lot of things, like the weather, to environmental issues, to birds, to any animals. I mean, every farmer deals with that kind of a problem.
One thing Matuszek can relate to with other industries is the worker shortage.
We're getting less and less people because it's hard. I think there's just less people that are interested in growing food.
However, the farm always has people come and pick strawberries, which Matuszek predicts will be ripe in a week. Matuszek doesn't do it for the money. He likes to see the end product of his hard work.
And I just enjoy watching the crop grow and doing what I have to do to make it so that it's a clean, good picking environment for people.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Merrill, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The Bucks and Nets went down to the wire. Tonight we'll have highlights from a playoff thriller ahead in sports.
Summer is about having fun, not worrying about your old, outdated dock. Portadoc's corrosion-resistant roll-in or post-dock aluminum dock systems offer durability and longevity, as well as functionality with multiple configurations and decking options. Virtually maintenance-free Portadoc systems will keep you in or on the water all summer long. Visit your local Portadoc dealer, and welcome to where the land ends and the summer fun begins. Dvorak's Docks, Highway 45 in Elko. Tomahawk Sports Center, North 4th Street in Tomahawk.
From June 11th through the 20th, double your unlimited high-speed data for free. Plus, save $400 on Google Pixel 5 when you trade in your current smartphone. Restrictions apply. Visit Cellcom.com/summer for details.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You can also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Dina Mia Pizza is a little piece of heaven, providing well-loved pizza in a small town since 1967. A fun atmosphere where customers and coworkers feel like family. Our pizza, pizza pockets, and spaghetti are all made with fresh, local ingredients.
Coming up on your Friday, we'll be joined by our new furry friend from Catkins Animal Rescue.
And storms on the way again for your Friday. Some of those we may have to keep an eye on. Then a nice weekend on the way. More when you tune in for your Friday.
Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhawk starts now.
The WIAA softball tournament got underway last night, but the girls aren't having all the fun. The baseball postseason tournament began on Thursday, and Tomahawk opened on the road against Anago. The Hatchets got just the start they needed. Tyler Jablonski giving one a ride. The outfielder gives chase but can't make the catch. He crashes into the wall and 2-run score on an RBI triple. No worries, though. The left fielder was okay. In fact, he was more than okay, because in the bottom half, Dakota Matuszewski made up for that play. A single into center. He's cutting the Tomahawk lead in half. It's now 2-1. And after the Robins took the lead, they kept adding to it. Logan Tomei with a flare back up the box. Anigo hangs 5 runs in the second inning. They advance with a 16-2 win. Let's catch you up with some more baseball scores around the area. A wild game in Altoona. Merrill takes it into extra innings, and that was enough for the Blue Jays. They win 11-10. They'll face Medford in the next round. Elsewhere, Northland Pines will end their season on the road. They fall to Clintonville 11-1. And now to the soccer pitch for some regional playoff action. Thankfully, we've got the dome to keep us dry. Thriller between Spooner and Three Lakes, and the Rails had a great look in the first half, but Allison Zwetler, an even better save. She keeps this game scoreless. Blue Jays will get a chance of their own off the turnover. Amanda Reek lets it fly just over the crossbar. Neither team able to get on the board. And in the second half now, still no score. Reek off the free kick. She could give Justin Tucker a run for his money with her leg, but this ball just can't find the back of the net. A fantastic back and forth battle in this game, and Spooner would get a late goal to win 1-0. And a quick glance around the state for soccer. A lot of teams got rained out by the weather tonight. Mosinee, not one of them. They hosted New London, and the home team dominates the Bulldogs 10-0, the final in that game. I think it's fair to say that Bucks fans did not expect this series to begin the way it has, especially with Chris Middleton and Bryn Forbes suffering through cold streaks. But the Pfizer Forum was packed with fans once again. The Bucks had a chance to get back into the series. This game started as well as it could have. PJ Tucker drives, kicks to Giannis. He throws it down. The Bucks held Brooklyn to just 11 points in the quarter, but the Nets would come alive in the second. Bruce Brown going to work with Kevin Durant, and Brown is going to pull up and knock down the floater. It's a tight game once again, and it was a disaster for Milwaukee in the second. They scored just 15 points in the quarter. The Nets came alive with Kyrie Irving just too tough to guard, hitting the mid-range jumper, but on the other end, a monster game from Chris Middleton. Here he splits the D and gets the tough bucket to go. He had 35 on the night, but let's jump ahead to the final seconds. Bucks down 1, Drew Holiday up the court, decides to take it himself. He spins and scores the go-ahead bucket with just over 11 seconds to play, and Milwaukee wins a wild one. They're right back in it, 86-83, the final. Let's go back to the Diamond now, this time in Cincinnati. Brewers finishing up their series with the Reds. Cincy making some noise early. Joey Votto back in the lineup. You remember me? He's taking Freddie Peralta deep, and look at this kid laying out for the ball. What a catch. This game was all tied up at 1. And after a rain delay, the Brewers got right back to work. Jace Peterson, the bloop single into left field. 2-run score for the Crew, and they would take a 4-2 lead, and they would break it open in the 7th. Daniel Vogelback getting the arms extended. This one isn't coming back. Home run number 6 for Danny V, and Milwaukee back in the win column with a 7-2 victory. And just like the Bucks allowed full capacity for the first time in over a year, the Green Bay Packers will soon be joining that club. Historic Lambeau Field will see fans once again this season for home games, plus 100% capacity will be allowed for both training camp and the annual shareholders meeting. Justin, you better mark your calendars. We're taking a road trip.
Authentic, full-on football season. Thank you, Nate. Mail delivery is hard work all the time, but teens in Lake Geneva take it to a whole new level. Take a look at their mail boat tryouts. It's a workout coming up on Newswatch 12 at 10.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
When you call a company other than Maher Water Corporation to service your water treatment system, do you really know what or who you are getting? Many companies just measure you up to do a bang-up job, then charge hundreds of dollars and have you sign service contracts. Maher's technicians are trained to not only service our own water care equipment, but most others as well.
So if you don't want just any service tech servicing your water equipment, call us at Maher's today.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Havish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Gold Rush. The $5 number match game offers over 52,000 prizes that triple. That's over $1.9 million in tripled prizes and top prizes of $60,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Every summer weekend where we live should be a long summer weekend. Why be indoors when we can be outdoors? Let's take another ride to enjoy the events and adventures that Oneida County has to offer. Friday, Newswatch 12 takes its show out of the studio and on the road to Oneida County. Come with us live at 4, 5, and 6 to see the spirit of the North. Thank you to all our friends of Newswatch 12's long summer weekend live from Oneida County.
Quality Homes of Tomahawk is now featuring modular homes by Wisconsin Homes. Also selling new and used single and sectional manufactured homes at discount prices.
The latest weather updates. Weather Watch 12. Weather from where you live.
This Saturday will be a busy day in Rhinelander with the big car show, the Arts and Crafts Fair in the Oneida County, or near the Oneida County Courthouse, and the Bikes and Burgers event downtown. We'll be taking, as you just saw, our 5 and 6 p.m. newscast on the road tomorrow to preview those events. We call it our long summer weekend. Meanwhile, August 6th through 8th, we'll be busy in Boulder Junction for Celebrate Muskie Jamboree Weekend. Includes the Muskie Fun Run, which starts and finishes the Boulder Junction Sports and Rec Park. Check-in there is at 7 a.m. that Saturday. It's $30 to register for the 5K or 10K races. The kids' races are free. For more information, you can visit boulderjunction.org. Mail carriers work through snow, sleet, and rain to deliver the mail. Down in Lake Geneva, that process sometimes looks very different. Hannah Hilliard reports.
The Walworth was on Geneva Lake Wednesday for the 105th annual mailboat delivery tryouts. The coveted position requires teams jump off a boat, deliver mail, and then jump right back on. Oh, and each pier is different.
The mailbox, it's like 30 feet away from the boat, and then the mailbox, it's facing towards shore. So it's really hard just to do that exchange and then make sure to get back onto the boat. So you really got to be going fast.
Wednesday was Marissa Torres-Raby's first time trying out.
I'm probably most nervous about jumping back onto the boat because I don't want it to splat on the window like a bug.
But with her life vest on.
Okay, hopefully it'll do good.
Her first jump was smooth sailing. The boat never stops and goes about 5 miles per hour, which doesn't give the jumper much room for error. Some stop at the edge of the pier, others go for it. Land right in the lake. But after a year of COVID restrictions. You guys do it last year?
We did. We were operating at half capacity.
No one seems to mind the extra splash this year.
We will be back theoretically at full capacity. We'll see if the people come. I think they will. I think we're going to be busy again.
So I'm hoping more with the full boats now. We'll get to see more people. It's just more interactions and everything, and it makes the whole experience just so much better.
Come and get your adrenaline pumping at SK Speedway. SK Speedway is your home for fast action racing. SK Speedway, formerly Monster Hall, is Central Wisconsin's premier dirt racetrack. Modified cars, motorcycles, and ATVs. Join us for the Modified Special this Friday. Check us out on Facebook or visit skspeedway.com for official race times and details.
Don't lose sleep by choosing a mattress from just any store. Instead, visit the experts at your one-stop sleep shop. Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central. We're the only store in the Northwoods to carry all of the name brands like Beautyrest, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Serta, and all are ready for immediate delivery. We guarantee you'll find the perfect mattress at the perfect price. We also have a huge selection of bedding, futons, and accessories. We know how important sleep is, so stop on by and sleep better today. Sleep Central in Minocqua. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise.
This is Dave. He donates blood regularly.
This is Mason. He was diagnosed with cancer at age 3 and received weekly transfusions. Mason is one of the many lives Dave has helped save. Jennifer started donating last week. Jeff just found out he'll need surgery next week. Neither Jeff nor Jennifer know it, but her blood will help Jeff get through his surgery. This is Lauren. She'll need a blood transfusion in 2 weeks. Will your donation save her life? Donate today. You'll save lives tomorrow.
June is Dairy Month, and H&S Manufacturing would like to thank the hard-working dairy farmers that keep Wisconsin's proud heritage alive from generation to generation. Dairy farmers work hard each and every day to bring the dairy products we all enjoy to our tables. Since 1967, H&S Manufacturing has been proud to work with dairy farmers to design and manufacture the high-quality farm equipment that they need in order to do what they do best. Help support your local dairy farmer this month and all year long by taking home Wisconsin-made dairy products.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
All right, the heat is still on. Highs near 90 today. Tomorrow, same story. A bit of relief is on the way later in the weekend. But first, some showers and still some storms out there right now. All non-severe after a very busy severe weather day across the area. These are all non-severe, but they're pretty good rainmakers. As you might know, it's on the roof here. You can hear it. It'll keep these going for a couple more hours. But look around us. Rain-cooled air here, but it's 87 at this hour in Minneapolis, 84 Sioux Falls. That's the air coming our way for tomorrow. So another steamy one tomorrow, even more humid than today with high temperatures up near 90. But then look what happens. So here we go. 86 storms tomorrow, and then we clear out. Look at the weekend. We have dry conditions and temperatures back in the 80s, Nate and Justin.
And we'll be busy tomorrow's long summer weekend. Don't forget for 4, 5, and 6, Nate's anchoring the 10 tomorrow night.
Can't wait.
Tune in for that. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.